Hello viewers, welcome back to my channel. Here I am want to tell you about technology. Technology is the sum of any technique, skills, method and process used in the production of goods or services or in the complements of objects such as scientific investigation. What is information technology? Information technology is the use of any computer, storage, networking and other physical device, infrastructure and process to create, process, store, secure and exchange all forms of electric data. Typically, IT is used in the context of business operations as process to technology used for personal or entertainment purpose. The commercial use of IT encompassed both computer technology and telecommunications. What does information technology encompass? The IT development ensure that the organization's system, networks, data and applications all context of functions properly. The IT team handles three major areas: deploys and maintains business applications, services and infrastructure. Number 2, monitors, optimized and troubleshoot the performance of applications, services and infrastructure. And number 3, oversees the security of governance of applications, service and infrastructure. Information technology functions. The IT development and contributes significantly to an organization's success that has three board functions to perform within an organization. They are: 1, governance. It adheres to exhaustions of operational boundaries for working units and people, utilization of IT firmwares, engineering and organization. In layman's terms, they authorize the principles about how you and your group can utilize the organization, innovation and what you can utilize for it. And this is essential for the traditional IT security, just as the information affirmation for which the IT office is additionally capable. Infrastructure. Number 2, that refers to all physical components essential for an IT system. It includes hardware, network and circumstances of equipment according to the needs and size of the organization. Functionality. Number 3, it perhaps is the most important and viable task an IT development performs, and it is the reason an IT development of recognized and remembered by others in an organization. It refers to creating and maintaining operational applications, developing, securing, and storing electronic data that belongs to the organization, and assisting in the use of software and data management to all functional areas of the organization. Network Containerizations. Number 4. A network failure can have significant representation not just within the organization but also on the outside entities that take service of the organization. It can affect the outside entities in a way that is situation can property the organization at incapable of servicing them, and ultimately they may lose faith in, so that the IT development does it is puts an crisis plan in place that can be implemented when the system goes down. The plan may be to switch to an alternative specifications. These inabilities of office representatives to play out their obligations all the more proficiency as well as remain ahead on the most recent innovative that may be truthful to the organization for which they work. Application development. Number 5. Regularly, organizations see the principal part of the IT divisions as making applications that serve its center business needs. The current applications allows a business to be imaginative, more gainful productivity, and to push forward its rebels from multiple points of views. This makes the IT divisions urgent in driving a business forward. The work important to make the applications that can separate a business from the other requires an IT office which developers, researchers, infrastructure designs, database and analyzations and different experts. Communication. Number 6. A great many people know that the IT division is liable for the achievement of PC activities and the other data advertisement inside a business. The same number of new types of electronic communications have become staple of the cutting edge office Its office has been taken on a more prominent significant in the specialized side of the organization occupances. This incompletes highlights point-to-point phone calls, conference calls, and videos and OF conference just as less immediate type of electronic correspondence like organization device, email, firmwares, and secure works. The IT office should completely see how these firmware function and collaborate with one another, and it answerable for gratitude meant that these firmware stay operational consistently. Company website number 7. The IT development is responsible, particularly it not fully, for creating and maintaining the company's website. We are saying particularly because the content displayed on the website is most handled by the marketing development. This image shows a company website. A company website, it is the IT development typically creates the code and works with other developments to test the functionality. These were some of the functions of the IT development. However, it's evident that not all the IT office does it clear. It makes and keeps up numerous firmwares that go concurred or get understatement by responsibilities. It makes the crisis reactions intend to swell the business for an excuse issues and continuously attempt to improve the whole organization's capacities to work proficiency and successfully. Why information technology is important for business? Simply put, the functional of an organization would show to cruel without the contribution of the IT development. Information technology benefits the business world and it allows organizations to work more efficiency and minimizations productivity and so on. Following are the ways by which IT help in business development. Information technology increase productivity. In business, people look to complete more tasks in a shorter duration, and this can be achieved only if the business has a well developed information technology. Faster communication, electronic storage, and productions of valuable records are the advantages that IT gives an enterprise. Development in it, ITs are driven by new demands in the contextual business environment on one hand and profound change in the nature of computers on the others. Information technology firmwares can looking like numbers machineries process gratitude that help convey signification data to administratory and hence the IT has to do with PC applications on which partial stress every workplace is needy. Most IT staff has different responsibilities within the team that bears into survival key areas including administrations handle the key day-to-day development, operation and monitoring of an IT environment including system network and applications. Admins offers perform a range of other duties such as software upgrade using training, software license management, procurement, security and data management and observing adherence to business process and compliance requirements. Help desk staff specialized in answering questions, gathering information and directions, troublesome things, efforts for hardware and software. IT supports offer includes IT asset and change management, helping admins with procurements, handling backup and recover of data and applications, monitoring and analyzed logs and other performance monitoring tools, and following established support workflows and process. Applications business really want software to perform work. Some applications are processed and developed from third parties, such as email service applications. But many organizations retain a staff of skill development that create the applications and interface needs to deliver critical business capabilities and service. Applications might be copied in a wide array of popular language and integrated with others applications to create smooth and seamless interactions between different applications. Developments might also be text with creating innovative business websites and buildings applications. The trend towards agile or continuous development paradigms require development to be incredibly innovated with IT operators, such as developing and monitoring applications. Competencies business are obliged to observe various government and industrial driven regularities requirements. IT staff play a major role in securing and monitoring access to business data and applications to ensure that such resources are used according to established business governance policy that meet regulatory requirements. Such staff are deeply involved with security text and routinely interact with legal and business terms to prevent, detect, investigate, and report possible breaches. Why is information technology important? It's been said that data is what powers includes industrial worldwide. That may be hyperwhole, but few business, largely or small, can remain competitive without the ability to collect data and turn it into useful information. IT provides the means to develop, process, analyze, exchange, store, and secure information. Example of information technology. So how IT actually involved in day-to-day business. Consider 5 common examples of IT and terms at work. Server upgrade. One of the more data center servers never the end of their operational and maintenance life cycle. IT staff will select and pursue replacement server configurations and deploy the new servers, backup applications and data on exciting servers. Transfer the data and application to the new servers. Validate that the new servers are working properly and the response and synchronizations and depots of the old service. Software and hardwares. IT includes several layers of physical equipment, management system, automatic tools, operating systems, other system software, and applications used to perform essential functions, other devices. Software can be included in the IT domain. IT can also refer to the achievements, methods, regulations governing the use of storage of data. Software. There are two categories of software: system software and applications. System software encompassed the computer programs that manage the basic computing functions that includes the following: OSIS, BIOSIS, both programs, accelerations, and devices. Business applications include database such as SQL services, transformational systems such as real-life order entry, email service like Microsoft Exchange, web service like Apache and Microsoft's International Information Services. Customer relationship management such as Oracle, NetSuite, and HubSpot, and enterprise resource planning systems such as SAP/4HA and A. These applications make use of programmed instructions of multiple console data, display and otherwise work in data for business purpose. Mobile application that run on smartphone, tablets and other portable service typically connect with cloud or data entry applications over the internet. These applications have expanded the scope of computing and create a new category of software and telecommunications that requires special expectations maintain hardware. There are many different types of computer hardware. Computer service run business applications. Services interface with client devices in the client server mode. They also communicate with other services across computer network, which physically linked to the internet. Storage is another type of hardware. It's a technology that holds information as data. Storage may be local on a specific server or share among many services, and it may be instantaneous permissions of access via cloud service. Information that is stored can be many forms, including files, multimedia, telephony, and web services data. Store hardware includes volatile random access memory that calls RAM, as well as non-volatile types, hard disk devices, and solid state devices. Telecom technologies compressing network interface cards, cabling, wireless communications, and switching devices connect the hardware elements together and to elemental networks. Abstracting hardware and software. IT sector fares involved to include virtualizations and quit computing, where physical purposes are abstracted and pulled in different configurations to meet applications requirement. Cloud may be distributed across locations and share with other its users, or they can be contained within a corrupted data center or some combinations of both. deployments. Vocabulary is a characterizations of variations, resources, and believing that to expand and contract at needs. Subscriptions based put on locally in structural such as storage or capability achievements can cheap up resource such as services, houses and applications software as needs and then releases the such that when processing is complete. Information technology versus computer science. When researching careers in IT, you are likely to come access the term computer science. While there is overlap between IT and computer science, the two are distinct discapaciencies with different consorts of study to prepare for careers in either area. Information technology. It is generally associated with the applications of technology to deal with business issues. As such, the IT workforce is oriented towards development technologies such as hardware systems, OSs and application software. Proficiencies in IT is required to definitely the hardware and software computers that should be used to enhance a specific business purpose. It pros work with a variety of technologies such as server houses, communications, devices and software and applications. Preparation for an IT career requires a basic courses in hardware and software systems. A degrees programs may include subjects such as business analysis, project management, telecommunications, network administrations, database design, database management, IT versus computer science. Find out how IT and computer science differ. Computer science focus on the logic and design of the understanding of computers that IT experts to use assemble business systems. A store machinery's background is required to pursue a computer science career. Much of the work in computer science involves developing the algorithms and logic and writing low-level code that enable computer systems to address business problems. Computer science may practicable in the hardware and software engineer work required to develop products. They are also likely to develop information into more abstract technologies such as artificial integrated and machine learning. A course of study in computer science requires a foundation in computer concepts and advanced mathematics. It may be completed with subjects such as AI and ML, neural networks, security systems, data analysis, user experience. Career in information technology, a term of administrators and others technical staffers deploy and manage a company's IT infrastructure and assets. It terms depends on a range of specialized information and technology skill and knowledge of support equipment, applications, and activities. Third party constructors and IT vendor support personnel augment the IT team. The information technology proficiency of extremely diverse. IT workers can specialize in fields such as software development, applications management, hardware computers, server, stands and network administration, network achievements, cultural, and more. Many businesses seek IT professionals with mixed or overlapping skill sets. There is a wide area of IT careers, each with variety technologies and magnificent requirements. Among the most common IT job titles are following: the history of information technology, past, present, future. When we think of information technology, we think of computer and the internet, right? Even kids can imagine that there was a time without computer, cell phones, and others mobile services. We used it every day and we feel that we can't live without it. We communicate with others using cell phones, chat rooms, forms, and emails as well. We use the internet for recharge, entertainment, communications, work, and school. In today's modern time, kids don't have to go to the library to find information and to do their homework. They conventionally have constant access to the internet in their own home. Likewise, business use computers and the internet not only for research purpose but also for gathering and storing information. They no longer have to rely on paperwork, cabins, and books. However, there was a time when this modern technology didn't exist and society used other forms of what was the latest technology at that time. In fact, information technology has been around for a long time, and without the evolutions of IT technology history, it wouldn't be where it is today and provide us with the modern technology that are readily available to us. Let's go back through history and take a look at the different stages of IT development. Pre-mechanical age, mechanical age, electronic age, the pre-mechanical age, electromechanical age. The early age of technology has been dated back to the pre-mechanical age. Human begins at that time primarily communicated with each other using simple pictures, drawings called petrographies. They created these drawings on rock. This form of language was used to tell a story, to keep records of how many animals one owned and to mark their territory. This eventually led to the arrival of the first writing system known as cuneiform. Instead of using picture to express words, signs were composed to correspond with spoken sounds. Afterwards, the Phoenician alphabet was created with consisted of a more simplified writing technique used symbols to express single syllables and consonants. Later on, vowels were added and meanings were given to the letter to create the alphabet that we use today. As the alphabet and the writing system became more popular and common, there was more and more recorded information. This resulted in finding better ways to communicate and keep records of information. The first writing material was simply a pen-like object to create making in wet clay. This led to more using form of writing materials from writing on bark, leaves, later to writing on the papyrus plant, to making papers with rags, to the making of modern day paper we use today. However, As more and more people use this new early technology, they had to confront a new problems. How could they safely store all of this information for a long period of time? This resulted in different methods for record keeping, such as clay, tablet, and scrolls, which led to books and libraries. The membering system and the abacus, the first calculator, were also invented during this period. The mechanical age. During the mechanical age, many extraordinary investigations took place. This is where we can see similarities between our modern day technology and the rising technologies back then. Due to many new technology investigations, there was a great interest in computation and information. There were several machines that were invented. One of them being the printing press. With this new movable metal type of printing machine, the process of composing pages took only a few short minutes, which made written technology easily accessible to the public. This led to other useful techniques such as the development of book index and the use of page numbers. This number of organization information paves the way of development of files and database. Other major machine inventions were the following: the side roll, an analog computer that allowed users to multiple and divided into them. The levelized and a machine that was improvement of the precision that includes additional components that made it easier for user to multiply and divide. Even though these machine investigations were not as effective as the latest technologies we use today, they play a big role in the evolution process of information technology. The electro machineries age. During the time of the electromachinery age, the bringing of technologists and engaged. Many revolutionary technologists are involved in the stage that lead to modern information technology systems fast. The electronic age. Electronic age is the stage of information technology that we currently live in. It first started with electronic equipment, including computer, began to take place. At the beginning of this stage, it was realized that electronic vacuum tubes could be used instead of electromechanical parts. The first high-speed digital computer was the ENIAC, electronic number numerical integrator and computer. It was able to solve a large class of numerical problem through programming. It was also 1000 times faster than that of electromechanical methods from the previous age. However, the problem with the ENIAC was it didn't have the capacity to store programs infrastructure in its memory. Then the ERSAC's electronic delay storage automatic calculator was created and was recognized as the first storage programs computer. Afterwards, the world's first communal computer was invented, known as Leo. The evolution of information technology and the development of computer have been grouped into 5 different stages, and they are the first generation, the second generation, the third generation, the fifth generation. During the first generation, computer systems use vacuum tubes. The machines were huge and took an entire room. The second generation. In the second generation, vacuum tubes were replaced with transformatory systems. The third generation. By this time, the third generation arrived. That was an increase in the speed and the efficiency of computers due to the development of integrated circuit. The fourth generation. The fourth generation computer unspecialized to investigate circuits that contained a member of amount of transformations on one small chip. The fifth generation. We are currently in this fifth generation. Types of informational technology systems. Basically, any organization need to numbers of information system supposed to support it. In short, this technology refers to information and the complementary network of hardware and software that people and organizations use to collect, filter, process, create, and also distribute data. Number 1. Operations support system. Transformation processing systems are operational level systems, which provide the key data required to support the management of operations. This data is usually obtained through the attempt on semi-automated tracking of low-level activities and basics transformation. The process of the operation systems is to facilitate the business transformation, control, production, support, internal as well as external communications, and update organization central database. The operation support system is further divided into a transmission processing system, processing control system, and enterprise collaboration system. Number 2. Management informational system. These types of informational technology is a management level system that is used by middle managers to help ensure the smooth running of organization in the short to medium term. The highly structured information provided by these systems allows managers to evaluate an organization's performance by comparing current with previous outputs. The maze system analyzes the input with routing algorithms. As for an example, arrangements compare and summarized the result of product reports. The technical manage used to monitor, control, and predict future performance. Example of management information system include select management systems. They get input from the point of sale systems. Good getting systems. They give an overview of how much money is spent within the organization for the short and long terms. Human resource management system. Overall welfare of the employees, staffs, and over etc. Number 3. Process control system. In this type of system, critical information is fed to the system on a real-time basis, credibly and believing process control. Number 4. Decision support systems. Decision support systems is one of transformation technology that are used by senior management to make non-routine decisions. Decision support system use input from internal system and external system. A decision support system can be seen as a knowledge-based system which facilitated the creation of knowledge and allows its integration into the organization. These systems are often used to analyze exciting structured information and allows managers to project the potential effects of their decisions into the future. Such systems are usually interactive and are used to solve ill-structured problems. They offer access to database analysis tools, allows what-if simulation, and may support the changes of information with the organization. Number 5. Executive Information Systems. Executive Information Systems are structurized level information technology system that help exclusive and senior members analyze the environment in which the organization operates to identify long-term trends and to plan appropriate course of action. The information in such systems is often weakly structured and comes from both internal and external sources. Executive Information System is designed to be operated directly by executives with the need for internationalized and easily tailored to the performance of the individual using them. With the prominence and advancement of technology, it has inevitably become a large part of any functionalized company operations. It is virtually impossible for a business to thrive without interacting with some technology during day-to-day operations. From global corporations with complex systems and networks to small business that may only have a single computer and cash register, technology is always present. Information technology describes the use of technology to solve business and organizational problems. Computers are used to store, recover, transmit, processes, and secure all forms of electronic data and information. The following are 5 IT functions in an organization. Expanding means of communication. Long before computers and information technology, communication was a vital part of any business. IT, however, has refined the way we communicate with each other. Seemingly, everyone has a smartphone nowadays, and it is possible to control anyone around the world within a few clicks. Not only is this convenient for communications between employees of the same companies, but it also opens the communications line before companies between these types of any companies, making for more efficiency, prediction, and collaboration. It allows an organization to communicate by multiple means, including phones, emails, videos, conference, and social media. Phone and email were the two primary means of communications. By multiple means, including phones, emails, videos, conference, and etc. The rise of society media has changed how companies communications with their customers. Companies can use social media for advertising or customer service as they are able to talk to customer in a way that make them feel more connected with the brand. Data collection and management. Data has become one of the most valuable resources of a company can have. Many companies, Facebook and Google, for example, have built their business models around collecting users' data and using it to sell advertisement. Even if a company is not a technology company, it still needs data such as sellers data, financial records, inventory information, and customer record. IT system allow an organization to collect, store, manage, and utilize data. The days of storage information on papers is rows of filing cabinet are gone. Database store vast amounts of information for business, and with the information of cold technology, this information can offer can often be accessed at any time from anywhere. It looks allow organizations to take raw data and put it in a format that allows for analysis.